If I find my way home, yeah.
On this week's episode, Scott kicks out his microphone at the end of the show. And we won't know what it sounds like till we watch the show. So you have to wait all the way to the end to hear Scott talk like a Martian.
Which isn't a bit. Oh, I like that. I didn't realize I was from Mars. I always thought I was from someplace else.
No, women are from Venus, men are from Mars.
Oh,
Read the
that's
book,
right.
dude.
Oh, it gets me too excited.
All right. And Scott turns 69 tomorrow.
Ooh, that's what I want. Yep.
Yeah.
Watch the show, please.
Birthday.
If I find my way home, yeah.
Welcome to the Don't Know Show. It's your time to unwind and leave your worries behind. This is a show being hosted by a robot and a human. So stick around and enjoy, and tell your friends you watched a show hosted by a robot. I'm the robot. I'm Steve.
And I'm the human. I'm Scott. And this is a tale
Scott
of
doesn't
how.
have his headphones in
Oh my God! I don't have my headphones in.
because I can hear myself coming back.
Oh, see, I remembered to bring them up.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
All
So,
right.
that means I have to drop over to here.
So this is a bad talk show
Yeah,
about
and
good
that's
life decisions that led to. That's how it goes, right?
something like that.
So
You
that's right.
started
That's
it, you
right.
know.
That's right. I cut you off.
All right, Bluetooth.
So
There it
this
is.
It's a
And
bad
that-
talk show that left to good life decisions. Ooh,
Okay.
I heard a click. I heard
Yep,
a click
we're
over.
there. Yippee!
All
I
right.
hear
So I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, the human part of this show. I already said that. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, and a live Twitch stream.
We're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today to help you get away and escape from all of your worries and problems.
You might as
And,
well.
let's have fun.
Sure.
So we're an escape. We're a cheap escape because it doesn't cost anything to go down there and to subscribe. It's free.
It is. It is.
Please do something free today.
Free.
Subscribe to our channel.
Okay.
I
I
cannot get my
personally think
glasses.
that's a brilliant idea, Steve. We should do
I
that
can get
more
my
often.
glasses clean today.
You know, do you have vinegar?
No, but I got lens wipes.
Okay. Well, lens wipes don't always work.
Well, I'm gonna use one.
Okay. Sounds like a
So-
good idea to me.
So first thing we'll do is we'll talk about the pictures behind us.
Yes, we will.
We'll start with my picture.
Might as well.
And where's my picture from, Scott?
Your picture's from Las Vegas.
Yeah, I went and saw shows this weekend. So on Friday night, I went to the Ahern Hotel,
Okay.
not an casino. Just a hotel. It's a boutique
Just a
hotel. And they had a comedy
Ooh.
show there with Lorenzo Clark, who pretty famous comedian, magician, been around, been on
Yeah.
Carson and
Okay, not the same. What was his first name?
Lorenzo Lamas. No,
Lorenzo. Okay, so
Clark.
it's not the guy from America's Funniest Home Videos.
Alfonso.
Yeah. Alfonso. That's his name. Alfonso.
Yeah,
okay.
him. Yeah, him too.
All right.
Also, Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
He hosts that also.
I like.
And I saw Jason R. Smith, who is a hillbilly comedy mentalist.
Okay.
And then Centerfolds was on Saturday night. And that's where I
Okay.
went and saw Murray's Misfits. Now, Murray is Murray Sawchuk. Murray Sawchuk is Murray the Celebrity Magician, who is the guy with the white poofy hair. He's been on Pawn Stars. He was the guy who's always authenticated all of the magic tricks, the Houdini
Okay.
stuff.
We
and
didn't
that.
pay for the OnStar on our car.
I don't know what that means, but go ahead. Let's run
Well,
with
you
that.
said he's on OnStars. So I said, okay,
Pawn.
we don't get OnStar.
Pawn.
Pawn Stars. You need to enunciate and speak clearer.
I'm sorry. I'll let you do the talking then, since I'm not enunciating today.
Ooh. You know, I figured out why, though.
Why?
Well, because you didn't go golfing today. If you had gone golfing today, you'd be in much better condition.
Oh, did you do your golfing thing?
No, that's next week. Or next week?
I don't
It's
know.
Thursday the 26th. So
Yeah, I have no idea.
not this
Today's
week,
the
next week.
15th.
Yep.
So it's next week. It's not this week. It's next week.
Right.
Yeah. But Murray's Misfits has the amazing Mondre. Not the amazing Mondre, just Mondre.
Okay.
And Mondre is fantastic. He's one of those great smooth magicians who, even if you're like myself, I know the method of what they're doing. And I watch them and I can't see it. It's
Right.
really, really great. You know, he works with doves.
That's always fun.
Those guys are, you know, when they do it well, you're like, I know the dove
Yes,
wasn't
yes.
in that handkerchief 5 seconds ago.
Right.
Where did he bring it from?
Uh-huh. It's magic.
So yeah, really, 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 really cool.
The only thing that's really frustrating is they don't use any of the terms from Harry Potter movies.
Well, that's because the magician's been around longer than Harry Potter has been around.
Well, so yeah. Some of them anyway.
So Harry Potter should have used their terms.
Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
Hickory dickory dock, 3 mices on the clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, stuff like that.
Works for me.
So let's talk about your picture. Your picture is going to lead into our first subject too.
Well, there's this really weird thing. There's these ginormous ladybugs climbing up and down this building in
That's good luck.
Milwaukee. Isn't that cool?
That's good luck. Do they actually climb up and down, or are they just on?
No, they just stay there.
Because if they actually climbed up and down, if they
That would be really cool, right?
pulley system, that would be really cool.
Yeah, really cool. But anyway, these are basically it's an art installation that adds a whimsical contrast to the building's glass and metal cladding. Because if you look at it, it looks very industrial. So they put those on there. John J. Burke is the founder of Burke Properties, and he added the ladybugs to the building in 1999. All right.
Oh,
I've
those
never
been there
been-
that long?
Been there that long. However, and of course, like I said, he thought they were cool, and he did that. They're each 6 feet long and they're 3 feet deep. But back in May of this year, the original paint had faded and chipped off a little bit.
Oh,
So
okay.
they-
That's kind of sick because they look for being around that long. They
Yep.
look very bright and vibrant.
They just got them back up last week. So my
Oh, they took 'em
timing
down to
was
paint 'em?
perfect. Oh, yes.
They didn't paint them in place.
No, they were taken down for restoration and repainting. They are stripped down to the fiberglass and repainted with a translucent paint. And then, of course, they got new lighting so they would glow again. How cool is that? They glow at night.
Oh, that's cool. Why were you down there?
I was doing a wedding.
Oh, nice.
They got married at the Milwaukee Art Museum.
Therefore, you decided to do art pictures.
Yeah, it was cool. I have a different picture I was going to use, and then it didn't work. So we'll bring that picture up in a little bit.
Okay, bring it up.
No,
It's a
in a
little bit.
little bit. It's not time for it yet.
It is time. It's a little bit.
Close.
So our first subject I had on here, not knowing you were going to take that picture, is do you get squash bugs?
yes, I have squashed bugs before.
Yes. So no, not squash bugs. Squash bugs.
Right, I squash bugs.
No, the bugs you get, not the ones you squash.
I wouldn't want to get bugs. That sounds very icky.
They have pills for that, and shampoo and combs.
Yeah, Lysol, from what I understand, works too.
Yeah. But squash bugs, I guess, are a big problem this time of year.
Oh, you're talking about those little black and gray bugs that like to climb into melons and stuff like that and eat them from the inside
And
out.
squashes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we get those.
Did you know all the vines and everything that are left on the ground? The best way to get rid of the squash bugs so you don't have them next year and it's worse is to actually burn those.
Yeah, I did that a long time ago and it didn't seem to help. So now I just till everything into the ground so that it's mulching itself, or not mulching, but Mother
But the bugs
Nature
then,
itself.
the seeds go down into seeds.
The
The
seeds, yeah.
larvae.
The bugs have seeds because they're actually
Yes.
plants in disguise.
Yeah, the larvae go down into the ground and come back out next year. So that's not necessarily a good thing. But yeah,
So
you're
if you
supposed to
till
burn
it in the wintertime and you bring them back to the surface, wouldn't they freeze once they're back at the surface?
them. I don't know. I just said burn them.
I don't know. Yeah, burn them.
Apparently
burn,
they can't stand
baby.
heat.
Yes. Which reminds me, I have to do, after I do my DOT stress test tomorrow. I have to come home and go through the garden because we got like a couple more watermelons and a bunch of tomatoes and peppers. I got to get them all out.
You got watermelons?
Oh yeah, they're good too.
What kind?
They're
Red?
the size. Did you remember the picture I showed you of the watermelon with the crop circles on it?
Yeah.
That's what I got.
The little ones? Are they small
Yeah.
like that? Oh.
They're about the size of a bowling ball.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
and they're
cool.
very good.
Okay.
First year, no, we've had watermelons grow before, but they were the longer ones like this instead of round.
Right.
So and those we couldn't get them to come out sweet ever.
What's the difference between the round ones and the long ones? Is it the same watermelon and how they grow, or are they different watermelons?
They're different watermelons. Apparently the soil around here is not good for the bigger watermelons. The smaller watermelons like the soil we have around here.
What would happen if you were to dig out a section and import
Put
dirt?
the dirt. I'm sure that would work. And
For one
once
season, right?
if I ever retire, which is a possibility at some point in my life, I have a bunch of weird shit like that I want to try. And it all started because I was going through my Facebook reels and stuff, and I came across a picture of a guy that was so fed up of all the potholes in his street that he planted pot plants in all the potholes. I thought that was genius.
Since there were potholes and they weren't fixing them, you just put plants in them, not fixing the potholes. No. Do people avoid them, the plants?
Oh,
or
they
just
didn't
run
get.
them
They
over?
were all okay. Now we know that it could have been photoshopped for all I know because there's no way to tell, right? But they all looked healthy and nobody had run them over, so
That's funny.
it is.
All I could grow out here would be cactus. That wouldn't be good for cars.
No, but then again, they might not run them over.
Yeah, but if they do, spike strip.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's move.
And by the way, after we had that conversation about how they don't ever work, remember I told you about that chase that went past our house?
Yeah.
That's how they stopped the guy.
How'd they do it? They spike stripped him and it worked?
Yep, they spike stripped him. He came around the curve and they had it right in the spot where he couldn't see it until it was too late.
They got lucky.
Well, they
That's
were
good.
smart. They planned it. They said he's going to come around here at a high speed. He's going to swing wide. There's no way he can do it short.
Well, I saw footage of a new spike strip that looks like it's in a giant Pelican case, and they push a button and it shoots it across the road.
Yes.
And then they push a button and it retracts it. Not the
Right.
one where the guy goes and throws it and then pulls it back.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
ones
we
that
had-
they throw and pull back, they don't do so good at.
Yeah, no. They had that happen in Milwaukee and the cop got hit.
Ooh, yeah, well, yeah, because he doesn't want to hit the spike strip. So he hits
Yep.
the person.
And he was hit by another cop.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
even worse.
So,
That's not good.
but hey. All right. So where are we going next?
Well, we're gonna move from food to drink,
Ooh.
and it's time for your favorite beer.
As long as there's no caffeine in it, I'm okay.
What's your favorite beer?
New Glarus Totally Naked.
Nope.
Well, you asked what my favorite beer is. That's my favorite
That's
beer.
not your favorite beer.
In that case, it would have to be my Diet A&W root beer.
Nope, that's not your favorite beer either. This is your
Well,
favorite. Guinness.
Oh, Guinness. Because it's the longest bicycle. Okay. I get it now.
This is the Guinness World Record of longest bicycle. First off,
It's
I don't
not a
see
bicycle.
how this qualifies as a bicycle, but
Exactly.
okay. I mean, sure, but no. Uh-oh, where's the video? I don't want to see this. Let me stop that. Stop the share. Let's get past this.
So the team decided
Let's get past this. We're not doing politics. Stupid politics.
Okay, Steve. There we
So,
go.
Look, bite you. But that's a
Okay.
barrel. That's a drum.
Yes.
That's not a tire. And they don't even put rubber on it. They just leave it as metal.
No. What it really looks like is one of those rolling things
Yeah.
for rolling asphalt.
Yeah.
It's pretty
You know,
weird.
I used to think asphalt was a bowel problem. asphalt.
Yeah. Yeah. Or hemorrhoids.
See, look at that. And then it's just like a light frame.
Oh, look, it's Darth Vader.
No, he's dead. He died.
Yes. His voice did.
Yeah, and did you know that he loved Star Wars so much that he gave them permission to use his voice and AI to recreate it,
Yep,
to continue the legacy? That's pretty cool, right?
it is.
Look, pedals, seats. I mean, it's kind of funny. We had a gear reduction on that thing,
No kidding.
but it's a tandem bicycle too. It's not like, then they got to piece it together. Let's jump down here to where to drive. Yeah, there. I mean, look, they didn't even put the steering on it yet. You
Okay.
can pedal it forward and backwards. See, they put like some kind of wrap on it to
Yeah.
make it kind of rubbery, but
I'm just trying to figure out the way they've got that connected. How does it turn?
slowly and poorly. You
Yeah.
definitely don't lean into the turn. But it's just a straight line is all they had to do.
Yep. How many
Yeah,
people?
it's
Oh, a
something.
bunch of people do pedal. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tandem. 4 people pedaling, one person.
Okay.
Look how fast they're going.
Yeah, and yeah, they're not moving. Right. 180 feet, 11 inches. Okay.
There it is. There's the finish line. New Guinness record for the longest bike in a straight line.
Yay.
Kind of dumb.
Yes.
But you
I
love
agree.
Guinness. But you love Guinness records. I thought Guinness World Book record was broken, and Scott needs to know about it.
There you go. Okay.
Uh,
Oh, look, and now I see. Figure it out, Scott.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
I didn't follow that because you didn't.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Yeah. But
Oh.
you know, we were
it's-
talking football in the pre-show,
Okay.
right?
Yep. Yes.
And then you just talked about retiring.
Yes.
If you were more into sports, I have a job that I think both of us could do, and we should retire and do this.
Okay. By any chance, is it farming? Because I know a famous football player
Retired.
retired from playing ball, and he donates all his food from his farm to the needy.
It's a coach in football, and every team has one. And he's
Okay.
called the Get Back Coach. See? He makes the coach get back. His job is to make sure that the coach doesn't run into the officials because that's a penalty.
Oh, I see.
Coach,
Yes,
get
'cause
back,
he's-
please.
He's so
So
focused
see-
on what's going on with his team that he's not watching the umps.
And
or
they all
refs.
stand up there. Yeah, look, get back, coach.
Yeah.
This is his job the whole game. Watch. Here we go. Walk, 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 walk. Whoop. Got to get over here. He's over here now. Get back, coach.
It is kind of cool.
What a funny job. It's got that's the legit name to it too. It's called the Get Back Coach.
I like it. So of course we'd
Guess what
have to
they
be in
make-
better
guess what they
physical
make a year?
condition to do that.
Guess what they make a year?
Probably somewhere around 6 figures.
No.
Everybody
They-
else does.
No.
The freaking Bat Boys are like,
the water boys don't stuff like that.
oh,
They average about $20 an hour.
that's not that good.
So they can get the highs are like 30, lows are 10.
Because they don't even get to watch the game because they're too busy watching the referee and the guy's ass.
Exactly. But still, they make about 50,000 a year.
Okay.
Pretty funny.
I wonder,
You'd be the Get Back Coach.
yeah.
Get back, coach.
Okay.
Back, coach. It's a legit
Yeah.
deal.
I wonder if they do that for basketball yet, because that's one of the biggest things they have. If they cross that line with their foot, it's a penalty.
Right. Well, we talked about that too. Why do baseball coaches wear the uniform and everybody else wears, well, most of them wear suits except for football guys. They wear like slacks and
Right.
all kinds of weird stuff. But you know why, right?
Because they have to look sharp like Men in Black.
No, why did the baseball guys get to wear the uniform? Why don't the football guys get to wear the uniform?
Because the uniform is probably different in baseball.
No,
And in
you just said
football,
the
they
answer.
could be accused.
You just said
Oh.
the answer. What happens if the coach steps on the line in basketball?
It's a penalty shot.
He's on the court, right?
Right.
What happens if a football guy gets on the field?
It's too many people on the field.
It's a penalty, right?
Yes.
What happens if a baseball coach goes on the field?
Uh,
Call timeout.
You know
and
that-
goes to the players. He's
What
the only one
say?
that's allowed on the field.
yeah. Yeah. Because I've
We
seen
talked
that.
about
I've seen them go up there and they could talk to the runners and everything.
Yeah. And the first base coach and the third base coach, they're on the field.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Go,
a guy,
go, go.
could you
Hold up,
imagine a
hold
guy
up.
on there in a suit doing that? That'd be cool.
Yeah. Especially if you wore black sunglasses.
That'd be very cool. Well, Men in Black, but yeah, that'd be cool, right?
It would be cool.
All right. So, are we halftime yet? No.
No. And what I'm curious about is we're looking good on the main screen, but on my show screen, we're frozen. Are we frozen on your show screen?
I'm not frozen, and I'm not frozen on the live Twitch either.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So we talked about this last week. It's time for some more fall foods.
Yay.
I got this one to try.
Didn't you do that yesterday or last week?
With
The
popcorn.
stuffing flavored? Oh, that was stuff. Okay.
Popcorn. It was awful.
It was awful.
And-
Yeah.
And my sister demanded, since we talked about it,
Ooh, Coca-Cola Oreo. Yay.
yeah, with it's
Thanks, Jeannie, for making him
not-
do this.
It's not popping candy. It's fizzy candy.
Fizzy. Yeah, it's like Pop Rocks. Oh, no. Pop Rocks is popping
Yeah,
candy.
Pop
This is
Rocks
fizzy.
pop, but I'm sure it's just more.
So
ground up.
basically, what you're telling me is it's
It says
better
popping-
flavored Alka-Seltzer,
It says
right?
it says with popping candy. I don't know if you can see
Okay.
that up there. It says with popping candy, so it is popping candy.
All right.
I'm thinking those will be better. So let's start here with the. I don't know why I do this.
I don't either, but it is kind of
I
fun.
have yet to find a good.
A good what? A good fall spice treat?
A good fall. Yeah, something I like for fall.
Okay.
So far. All right, first things first. Okay,
Does this still
Well-
smells like sage?
not a lot of smell to it, so that's good.
Yes. Because the last one overpowered you for your tasting.
But yeah, the last few have overpowered me for tasting.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Because even the Oreo that you should have liked, you said it smelled weird.
The pumpkin one smelled like the candles, like the wax. So
Yeah.
then like there's a lot of stuff on it. So
Okay, it
it's-
looks like a wavy lace. Okay. Well, you're not rolling your eyes or making funny faces yet. That's a good sign.
it's not a very strong flavor,
Okay.
but it's more like the onion part of the stuffing that you're
Yes.
not supposed to have.
Yeah.
More like that.
Okay.
Like the chives onion part.
I like onion and chives. I've had onion and chive potato chips. They're really good. Actually, sometimes I take regular wavy lays, just the plain ones with no flavoring to them, and I dip them in,
French onion dip.
well, sort of. I do the onion and chive dip, which is
Yeah.
cream cheese, onion, and chive. It's really good.
The good thing about this is it's not a strong flavor.
Excellent. So it gives you the hint, which is what it should do. It's supposed to be an accessory. It's not supposed to cover.
But yeah, it tastes totally like artificial stuffing.
Chemicals. Right. Yeah. Okay.
So like I would imagine, I'm not going to try this. But you know what like a stuffing mix would taste like if you didn't mix it with water or anything?
Sure.
Kind of what this tastes like.
Well, yeah, that would
So
make
if you
sense.
want to eat a box of stuffing, well, they have recipes to make potato chip stuffing.
Yes.
So this would be good. If you made
That would make
potato
sense.
stuffing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I've done a couple of dishes with potato chips. They come out pretty good usually. As a matter of fact, when I make my meatloaf, most people put breadcrumbs in the meatloaf. I put rice, white rice. I actually like using the minute rice because it'll absorb the extra grease that you're from the meatloaf and
your
adds
meatloaf-
more flavor and moisture to the meatloaf. Of course, that doesn't make it any healthier, but it's really good.
Does your meatloaf?
My meatloaf. Sometimes I actually put bacon in it too, but that really makes it greasy.
So it's supposed to be like garlic, onion, and chives in there.
That would make sense.
Don't really taste the garlic.
Okay.
Definitely taste the chives. I don't really
Yeah.
taste the onion.
Well, chives are awesome.
I don't really. Yeah, but
Eh.
I'm not. I'm trying to wash it down.
I understand. Did it say Propel? You're drinking Propel?
So another failure.
So we
Yeah,
should send
Gatorade
them
water.
an invoice.
It's Gatorade water.
Okay. Yeah, we should send them an invoice.
All right.
We're drinking your beverage live on our show. We need $10,000.
Or free Propel for life. As long as we're doing the show.
Yeah.
So first things first, the smell. Kind of smells sugary.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it smells like. A Coke slushy.
Okay.
Yeah, you ever have a Coke
I have.
slushy?
Yes.
Yeah, you know that smell?
Yes.
Okay. There are different cookies.
Ooh, that's kind of
There's
cool. They
Coca-Cola
got
bottles.
Coke bottles right on them.
Of Coke. It's regular cookie, Coke cookie, and then the cream inside. So I just dissect them first, but you like me to eat it whole first. So which one do you want me to do?
Dissect it.
Okay. So we've got a red cookie and a chocolate, regular chocolate Oreo cookie. Then you've got the cream. And the cream has got like little pop rocks in it.
I like how the cream just peels off so easily for you. Mine cookies, they never peel off. They're stuck right to the cookie. I wonder if it's because of the dry air there.
So cream. More gritty than fizzy
Okay.
and artificial tasting.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with artificial flavors. They
Okay,
don't
so
always
now-
nail it on the money.
Let's see if the red cookie part tastes different than the chocolate cookie part.
Okay. Interesting. He's considering this one strongly.
I like no flavor.
Does it taste
I
like
like
a
the
white?
same, kind of the same flavor. It kind of has that. Again, the smell, kind of like a Coke Slurpee.
Okay.
Oh, you froze.
Yeah.
Nope, you're
No.
unfroze.
Yep. I'm froze. See on my screen, you're the one that froze,
You're
but it
unfro-
does say that my internet connection is unstable, and we've been having
Yeah.
internet
Oh,
problems here.
That's a bummer. All right, so
Yes.
the red cookie.
Of course, when you call the cable company, they say, "Oh, according to us, everything's fine. It must be your router."
Yeah. That's the way they don't have to pay. All right. So overall, the Coke cookie, don't get it. Just like the pumpkin cookie. It's
Okay.
not. So far, the only one I've liked is the Boo cookie. Remember the
Yes.
regular cookie with the orange?
Yep.
It definitely has an aftertaste in it, which means there's some chemical shit in here.
Yeah, that's not unusual, actually.
All right. But yeah, it smells too sweet. Ow.
Should warn me before you do that, so I could be planning on talking about what you're doing instead of just go.
Are you watching me?
Yes, I'm watching you.
Well, when I hold the cookie up like this,
I should understand
And
that
I go to
at some
put it in
point
my
you're going to
mouth.
stick it in your face, right?
Yeah. So what kind of
So-
warning would you like?
I would like to say, Scott, I am going to stick this cookie in my face.
Okay. Scott, last cookie.
Okay.
Gonna
And
stick it in my
you're not gonna
face.
even eat that one, right?
Gonna stick it in my face.
Okay. You know what it is, Steve? You
I
now
don't like
have
it.
your very first cookie mole.
It's kind of got a Coke aftertaste, Coke smell.
Okay.
Are you watching? I put them out.
So maybe what you're telling us is it's Diet Coke?
Mm-mm.
Because that's where the aftertaste comes from. It's from the aspartame.
That goes to have a good aftertaste. I would like it.
Yeah. So, did I tell you that Pepsi switched back to the regular recipe on their sodas?
What does that mean?
Okay. A couple years ago, they switched from aspartame to sucralose because aspartame's bad for you. Sucralose is supposed to be better for you. But it changed the flavor of their soda to such an extent that a lot of people like me could not drink it anymore. It was that bad.
Really?
From what I
don't drink soda, so I don't know.
That would explain a lot. One of the things that I noticed is the first time I noticed is the diet soda that I drink is the Diet Wild Cherry Pepsi, right?
Mhm.
And all of a sudden it had this weird aftertaste. And I'm like, what the hell? So I read the labels and it said sucralose. And I says, why does it say sucralose? So I called customer service of the company. It says, oh yeah, it's better for you. I says, it tastes like crap. We've had, lots of people try it out and they say it's great. Well, granted, everybody has different flavors or tastes, but everybody that I know that used to drink Diet Pepsi switched to Diet Coke because of how bad it tastes. And it must have actually showed up in sales because they switched back to the regular recipe.
Can I correct you on something?
You can.
Everybody does not have different taste buds. They're called taste buds.
Taste buds.
Yeah, you said everyone has different taste bud.
Yes,
taste
but
buds.
I said everybody has different taste, but and then I explained other things that had nothing to do with the butt.
You're tasting it through your butt, then we understand.
You're eating it wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Although if you eat enough jalapeno peppers, you can taste it when it comes out.
You blow flames.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm going to fail both. I'm going to fail both of these.
Okay. Once again.
So I still have not found a fall food that I like.
Exactly. Except the original ones, like an actual pumpkin pie piece.
Yeah, a real pumpkin pie or a pumpkin cheesecake. Yeah.
Or Dutch apple pie. That's also a fall.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, stuffing flavored potato chips, no. Coca-Cola flavored Oreo cookies, no.
Oreo. Okay.
So here is the show subject that you're supposed to figure out.
Okay.
Okay, Scott, why didn't you tell us about this?
All right,
An
I see that.
endurance swimmer is in shock after a Lake Geneva feat, as she is believed to have broken the world record for being the fastest female to swim across Lake Geneva. Don't look at the story and tell us why you didn't tell us about this.
Okay. The first thought that pops into my head, it's Lake Geneva, Switzerland. Not Wisconsin.
You're right. It's not in the United States.
Okay. So it
It
wasn't
is Lake
Wisconsin.
Geneva, situated on the north side of the Alps between France and Switzerland.
There you go.
So it's not Geneva Lake. So
would
you
make
figured it
sense to
out.
me, yeah. Well, it made sense because Lake Geneva, if trying to swim the length, yeah, that could be interesting. But the width, it's not that wide.
22 hours and 48 minutes worth,
Yeah.
but it's 45.2 miles of
that's-
Lake Geneva, not Geneva
Yeah.
Lake. How
That's
big is
pretty
Geneva
impressive.
Lake?
I'd have to look it up, but I'm guessing 6.5 miles one way and half mile the other for the most part. A couple of places get wider, obviously, like a little over a mile, but you type fast. Well, you don't necessarily type faster than me, but I need to still. Well, yeah, you look at your keyboard too when you type. That's good. I don't feel so bad.
Our United States Census Bureau city has an area. That's the city.
Yeah, you have to put Geneva Lake, not Lake Geneva.
How many acres is Geneva Lake? How long is the walk around Lake Geneva, Wisconsin? See, they're calling it Lake Geneva.
Yeah. Yeah, the city is Lake Geneva. The lake is Geneva Lake.
Yeah, I've got Geneva Lake.
Yep. So did it tell you how long it is and how wide it is?
I think this is the city, 7.7 miles and 2 miles wide. But I think that's the whole city, not just the lake. They don't do a good job of breaking out the two in here.
That's just weird.
Geneva Lake is a body of freshwater, Walworth County, southeast portion of the United States of Wisconsin. On its shores, the city of Lake Geneva and the villages of Fontana on Geneva Lake and Williams Bay. The area, the length is 7.456 miles. So not very long.
Yeah, the lake is 7.7 miles long with a mean depth of 61 feet and maximum depth of 135 feet, and it covers an area of approximately 2,186 hectares.
So not very big. So if she took that long to swim it.
Yeah, it's been very slow.
Very slow.
So, yippers. Okay,
Geneva Lake was the home to a band of prairie Potawatomi prior to the colonial settlement.
That would make sense. Yes.
Huh.
Also, the Bigfoot tribe was here.
Yeah. Bigfoot was there.
Yep. Not the guy all hairy.
This led to settlers on Geneva Lake to refer to it as Bigfoot Lake.
Yes.
So that's where Bigfoot's from.
Yes. But Chief Bigfoot, not the guy that everybody thinks is from a Yeti.
Bigfoot Beach State Park.
Yep.
Lake Geneva Yacht Club. And the George William College campus of Aurora University. And Yerkes Observatory. You ever go to Yerkes?
Yerkes is a different thing. That's Yerkes.
Yerkes Observatory.
Yes. That's where Albert Einstein used to go.
Is that where he discovered gravity?
Different guy. Nice try.
That's where he invented the phone.
Yes, there you go. He invented the phone.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was the bomb.
The bomb, man. Actually, he was kind of in on that kind of stuff. That's how smart he was. So, yeah.
E equals MC kaboom.
Kapowie. All right.
So you figured it out. That was good.
Yay. Okay. So we have an option.
I say we go with it.
Go with the genuine positivity message?
The option.
Well, all right. The option between two different ways to go, but we'll just do this one because you said go with it. And it is the right time. The other option would be what's happening tomorrow. But we'll do this and then we'll say, hey, what's happening tomorrow?
Okay.
All right. So for today.
Scott, wait, I have to introduce you.
Yes.
Okay. This is Scott Thomas with our genuine positivity message who's going to tell us what's going to happen tomorrow.
When you think the whole world is in a negative place, just remember the positive needs a little negative to make that circuit.
Cool.
It's true. I found that out a long time ago. I always thought you had to take the positive cable off your battery if you want to do stuff. You take the negative off. Once the negative's off, there's no ground. The battery don't work.
I mean, there's no yin to your yang?
Yeah, you got to have yin and yang, man. Without yin and yang, all you get is yin. It's not the same.
Yeah, I hate it when she says just put it yin.
Yeah.
Come on, just put it in. Put it in.
Yeah. Well, it's better than saying, get away, get away, get away.
All right.
Oh, okay. So, what is happening tomorrow? Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow.
Okay.
What's happening tomorrow, Steve? You don't know what's happening tomorrow, Steve? Are you sure you don't know what's happening tomorrow, Steve?
Tomorrow for Twitch or tomorrow for YouTube?
That's what's happening tomorrow, Steve.
Tomorrow for Twitch or tomorrow for YouTube?
For the whole world. This is important for everybody. Ta-da! Tomorrow is my birthday, and we got my birthday cake today, and we already ate it. It was really good.
Already ate your birthday cake?
Well, not the whole thing. We just had we cut it tonight because,
You ate the whole cake?
the whole cake.
Which way did you cut it?
Well, there's only one way to cut a cake. You cut it literally
No.
in half.
Right,
That
and
way
then
you
slide
get
it together.
corners. You got to have corners for me with all the extra frosting. And then Susie gets the thinner slices with less frosting. That's how
Now
she
you
likes it.
cut it in half, and then you slam it back together, and it stays fresher longer.
Longer.
Did you know that?
Well, I never separate it. I just slice it and then cut the pieces off as I go.
You cut it in half, and then you start working your way out of the middle, and then
Yep.
you push it back together, and it stays fresher longer. Because you
Fresher.
don't have any. Because you don't have any
Fresher.
open areas.
So, and
So how
that's
come
your
you got
story.
how come you had a hummingbird on it?
Because I didn't like any of the other choices that were there. Susie says,
from-
go in and
from-
buy yourself a cake. So I did.
From?
Piggly Wiggly, of course. It's just stupid. Grocery stores are not known for having great bakeries, and their bakeries really, really
Well, some
excellent.
places actually have bakeries, and they're not just taking out bags out of the freezer or cakes
Yes.
out of the freezer and warming
Right.
them up in the oven. And what kind of cake was it? I couldn't tell from the frosting.
It was a yellow cake with white buttercream frosting.
Just white buttercream? No
Yep.
strawberry or
Nope.
Nope.
I've never been into that. Don't get me wrong. Once in a while, one piece is fine. But if we're going to eat a whole cake between the two of us, I want it all one my way.
So how does it feel to be 69?
I like 69.
I know. How does it feel?
I don't know. It's been so long, I can't remember.
Brag, brag, brag.
Ow!
It's so long.
Ow! What are you doing, Goober? Stop doing that.
He's eating you.
Well, kind of, sort of. He's nibbling on me and wants to hump my leg, but he's a boy bunny. And he's just a weirdo. All right. Steve says that you're supposed to be on our show.
Supposed to
So I gotta
what?
pick you up and put you on the show. All right, people. That's the Goobers.
Oh,
Ta-da, look how fast he runs. He's super fast.
there was some heavy duty kicks there.
Yep.
That was
I've
scary.
learned how to do that where I can pick him up and he doesn't get me.
So if I say happy birthday to you now, I don't have to call you tomorrow?
Oh no.
Since you already ate your cake?
Oh no. My sock is falling apart as we speak. That's
Did you
weird.
kick it off? Did you break it?
Oh,
you snag
oh, that's probably what it was. That was my bad. I shouldn't have let him get close to it.
You tore it.
Yeah, that's all
That
right.
sucks.
Wind socks are easy to come by.
Well, turn it so the tore part's in the back.
It is in the back, so you don't see it. Didn't you notice? I fixed
It's
it. You
on the
don't see it
side.
here anymore.
Yeah, I see it on the side though. There you go. That's
There's-
better.
All right.
Much,
All
Mucho-
right. Mucho what?
mucho better.
Mucho bambito?
Good. Good.
Good.
That's what
That's
Campbell's,
what Campbell's
good for.
Oh, that's
No.
right. You can't say soup anymore.
That's what Campbell's good for. Good.
Yeah. You know what's funny that you put that on there because I knew that too.
Well, a lot of people know it, but I was just surprised that they changed their name.
It still really ticks me off that they changed the Nestle company.
The Nestle?
Well, it used to be Nestle's. Now it's just Nestle. Yeah. Nestles. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate. Can't do that anymore because there's no S.
So did you know how much Campbell owns?
They actually own a shitload of stuff.
I thought they owned-
All major corporations. We discussed this before. Like, look how many when you worked for the Kraft. Remember all the stuff that they owned back then, and it's even
Uh-huh.
more now.
Yeah. Well, they changed their name to Allegiant or Reliant or whatever. But yeah, so you got the Campbell's, which is Campbell's soup. Then
Right.
you got the Chunky, which is a separate subsidiary from the soup company. But then
Yep.
remember when they bought Rouse, I told you, I said, oh, I like really Rouse. And then they bought
Yep.
it. And I was like, oh,
Right.
now they're going to ruin it. Then they own Prego. Then they own Michelangelo's.
I must admit, I do like the Prego, and now I know why. I didn't know they owned it, but I do like Prego better than Ragu.
Then Pace Picante salsa. That's the one with
Okay.
Cowboys sitting around going,
New York City.
New York City, yeah. And then all the Swanson broths.
Yep, they're good.
And then, I could have had a V8.
Campbell's is a good company. They've
Campbell's Slow Kettle.
Yeah.
Again, it's still soup.
Yeah.
Campbell Whole Style, still soup. But then they've got a bunch of TV dinners too.
Yes.
Tavern style pot roast. They're good, but there's cooking sauces. It's the sauce that goes on it, not the actual TV dinner. And then I did not know they own SpaghettiO. And I should have.
Yes.
Because it says Campbell's right on the can.
It certainly does. So I'm surprised you didn't know that because I knew that one.
SpaghettiOs. I thought it was its own company. Really, seriously.
Here's the thing that I get a kick out of.
Maybe at one point it was.
I cannot eat SpaghettiOs.
Why?
There's something about the acidic content of the sauce that picks up a flavor from the can. So when I go to eat it, I get this tinny flavor in my mouth and it turns my stomach. However,
was a big fan of the Frankfurters.
What Susie does is opens the can and just eats out of the can. She doesn't even eat it. She says, "Why eat it? It tastes great this way."
Botulism, here we go.
Oh, well, it's all pre-cooked. It's just you're just heating it. So
Eat it and eat it.
eat it. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that a Weird Al song?
Yeah, eat it to beat it.
Yep. Sure. See? I know things.
You do.
Kinda
What kind of
scary.
things do you
I
know?
I know what 2 and 2 is 4. Except in new math. In new math, it's very complicated.
What is it, new math?
I have no idea because it's very complicated. See, that's the whole thing.
So you don't know new math.
No. I like
You
old
just-
math. Old math is very
You made
simple.
that up.
Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. See, very simple.
New math was a dramatic but temporary change in the way mathematics was taught in American grade schools to a lesser extent European countries.
Yes.
But that was in the 50s and 70s. Did you know that?
Yes.
So new math isn't new anymore.
No, it's used.
Yeah. Weird.
And getting insurance on used stuff is a lot better because it's cheaper.
Okay. So as you can see, I don't like food anymore.
No, you actually hate it.
Well, I don't like fall food. So
Well-
my question for you is, if you knew it was in the food you ate, would you ever eat it again?
Okay. Obviously, people eat lots of stuff that I would never in a million years eat. But if I'm
But
already
you
eating
personally,
it, yes. The things that I eat, obviously, just because there's something in it that sounds weird, I'm still going to eat it because if I've been eating it and it's fine, I'm fine with it.
okay, do you eat marshmallows?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what's in marshmallows?
If I recall correctly, oh no, that's Jell-O. That
Well,
kind of
yeah,
surprised me. Same
yeah, it's
thing.
marshmallows also.
Yeah. So it's
There's gelatin.
Yeah, which is a
You know what
type
gelatin
of
is?
animal fat.
Yeah,
The-
ingredient is made by taking the hides and bones of pigs and cows and boiling them, then drying them.
right.
The resulting product is then treated with a substance that's either a strong acidic or a strong base. Then it's filtered to remove the collagen or the connective tissue. The collagen is dried and ground, and that's where gelatin comes from.
Yes. So have you ever had a brisket or a corned beef? It's the same thing. You
Yes.
got to slow cook it so that the collagen turns edible.
Yeah, but this is from the hides and bones.
Still same thing.
There's no bones in the
when
meat.
you have egg drop soup from a Chinese restaurant, it's cooked with chicken bones in order to get the stuff out of the bones to give it the chicken, make it flavorful and have better health.
Okay. What about Worcestershire sauce?
I use it as, I don't use it like on steaks and stuff. I use it as part of ingredients and where it's blended in. It's just a little itty bitty bit.
But you do use it.
Yes.
You like anchovies?
You know, I'm not a big fan of fish, although I've had anchovies before, and if I was forced to eat fish, that's something I could eat because it doesn't taste like fish.
So, well, it's not just anchovies. It's anchovies that have been fermented in
Yeah.
vinegar for around 18 months.
Yep.
So it's fermented. And you could die from fermented foods like kimchi and stuff like that.
Yes.
So there it is, just sitting in vinegar, bubbling away for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you eat shredded cheese and grated Parmesan cheese?
Of course.
Okay. Shredded cheese has to have something in it to prevent it turning back into a clump.
Correct. Which
So they add
breaks
that.
down and it turns back into a clump.
Right.
I actually-
Cellulose is used in it.
Yep. I actually made homemade cheesy garlic bread to go with my dinner tonight. And it was outdated, but it was sealed, so I knew it was good. But when you opened it up, half the bag was back to a cheese clump. Soft and pliable, but it was no longer shredded. And it was really good.
So there you go. So just buy a big block and shred it yourself. It's better.
Yeah, I've done that too, but I've hit my knuckles so many times throughout the years, I cringe using those tools. I'll just buy them pre-shredded.
Okay. Jelly beans. You eat jelly beans?
Ooh. Yes, I love jelly beans. My favorite are ones that you can't even get anymore with real fruit pectin. I'm considering making my own jelly beans.
You know how you make the hard shells shiny on top?
They put them in rock polishing machines.
They use shellac.
Shellac.
And if that reminds you of anything, you ever take woodworking class where you put shellac on
Yep.
the wood?
Yep.
The stuff's been used to add a clear finish to wood furnitures for years. So you're eating shellac,
Isn't that awesome?
and you're still going to eat them.
Sure. They're delicious.
You know where shellac comes from?
The dictionary.
It comes from a female lac bug. The lac bug drinks up tree sap and then secretes a resin that is harvested from where it is deposited into trees. Its process is dissolved in ethanol and then sprayed on everything from hardwood floors to jelly beans.
How cool is that?
So it's a shellac bug
Well, honey's bee barf.
secretes resins. Yep. Let's see. There's something else.
Good question, Steve. I don't have the list. Only you do, because you don't like it when I look at the list.
Oh, you can look at the list.
Too late.
Caesar salad has Worcestershire sauce in it and anchovy paste. No big deal. They got enhanced foods here. Enhanced
Ooh.
foods, when they plump it,
Are they
inject it.
bionically enhanced?
No, they inject it. They stick it on like when you used to fill the donuts. We talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
And they like the butterball turkeys, and they put it on a
Yes.
little tin and it goes and injects it. Usually salt water or brine or something
Right.
like that.
Exactly.
You
It's they do two things. They create these things to both preserve, to make the length of the time it stays safe to eat
Right.
longer, and
like,
to add
like ground
flavor.
beef. Like ground
Right.
beef. Ground beef, they use carbon monoxide, which kills
Yeah.
you if it's in your house. But if they put that in there, then it doesn't start changing colors,
Exactly.
but it'll set off your carbon monoxide detector.
At least it better, because if it doesn't, it's malfunctioning. All right.
What's in beer? Anything in beer? Anything boring in beer? Chewing gum.
No, the Boring Company is owned by somebody
So
else.
you eat most of this food, even after I told you what it was. You're
Oh,
still
hell
going
yes.
to eat it. All right. Good for you.
Yep. You'd probably eat them all too.
Nope.
I don't believe you, Steve.
Okay, you're a DJ.
Yes.
Music.
Okay. Music.
Not necessarily dance music.
Okay, now
the
you've
100
cut my
best-
thing down a bit.
But the 100 best rock albums of all time. Now, one of the things one of the things you don't like about these lists is it doesn't tell you how they came about. This,
Correct.
right?
It's basically somebody's personal opinion.
But this one says that this is ranked by ranks which albums according to their appearance and performance on over 40,000 editorial and database charts like Rolling Stone, Pitchfork, and Billboard.
Okay.
So they picked the best albums ever based off their appearance and performance over all those different editorial databases, right?
Okay.
So these are ones that actually perform good on the top 100 list, the top 10 list, all that stuff, right?
Right.
So these are ones that were on all these lists, and they ranked them and all that. So obviously, I'm not going to go through all 100, but just
Thank you, Steve.
Some of the top hundreds is Graceland by Paul Simon. That's all 100. Modern Vampires of the City by Vampire Weekend, 97.
Never even heard of that.
Right. Guns N' Roses, 98. Appetite for Desire. Right. Okay, cool. David Bowie's in the list. Led Zeppelin's in the list. So let's jump up here towards the top 10.
All right. Now, these are of all time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it all time or was it a time period? Let's go back to the top. The best of all time.
Okay.
Best rock albums. These are albums.
Yes. Yes.
Not singles. All right. Now I got to go back. 26. 26 is Remaining Alive by Talking Heads. 25 is Highway 61 Revisited by Bob Dylan. Still working on my way to get to top 10 here.
Okay.
Oh, number 11, Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys.
My immediate thought is the top 10 will have Beatles, Stones, Peter Frampton.
Okay, good guess. Number 10, Velvet Underground. Velvet Underground and Nico by Velvet Underground and Nico. Number 9, Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust by the Spiders from Mars by David Bowie. Ding, ding, ding. Number 8, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, the Beatles. Number 7, Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Number 6.
Not the Wall. Wow.
Number 6, In Rainbows by Radiohead.
Seriously?
Number 5, Kid A by Radiohead. Number 4.
What do they do? Buy all their own albums?
Number 4, Revolver by the Beatles. Number 3, Abbey Road by the Beatles. Number 2, Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yeah.
And number 1, OK Computer by Radiohead.
No, sorry.
Okay, like you said, what do they do? Buy all the I know Creep by Radiohead.
Yes.
I don't know all these other songs by Radiohead or these albums.
And I am just completely dumbfounded that the Stones aren't right up there.
And the Stones aren't even in the top 10. But 3 of the top 10 are... Should we be listening to more Radiohead?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard a couple of their songs, and they're okay, but I can't see them being on that list that high.
Weird, right?
Yes, very much so.
Radiohead. I don't... Again, I would have gone with you, Stones. Like Nirvana's 14. Arcade Fire.
Yeah, because the reason I said Peter Frampton was because he had a singing guitar, and for something like 20 straight years, he was in the top 100 with that album. That's a freaking long time for one album to be in there.
Rumors by Fleetwood Mac is 20. 22.
Yeah, weird.
The Bends by Radiohead. I'm like, I only know one song by Radiohead.
Yeah.
Talking Heads, Beatles, Pink Floyd.
Video Kill the Radiohead.
Lord
No,
Dylan.
that's not right.
The Stones don't come in. the Stone Roses by the Stone Roses, not even the Stones, 32. Pink Floyd. I don't even see the Stones. Hendrix Experience, The Who. There's the Rolling Stones. Exile on Main Street, number 39.
Okay.
First time the Stones even appear. That's weird, yeah?
Yeah.
We have to listen to more Radiohead, Scott.
No.
If I was to tell you you should get more head,
Okay, but then you're gonna have me say it on the radio?
well, you can be listening to the radio.
On the radio.
While you're listening to the radio, you should get more head.
Okay. Well, of course, I usually only listen to the radio when I'm in my car, but I don't see a problem with that either.
All right.
So, okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've had that before. There's nothing wrong with it. Because I concentrate more on the driving than that, I last a really long time.
Well, speaking of driving, they go my F1.
All right. Is this a new Lego Christmas thing for F1 fighters?
Well, they made moon bricks.
Yes.
Last
We talked
month,
about
right?
that. Yeah.
Now they're making race cars.
Okay.
So
For
because
Mars?
F1's very popular.
Okay.
And it's going to be here in Vegas again.
Oh, the F1 race is not the F1 fighter jet. Okay.
Check this out. They made
Okay.
a Lego F1 car,
Interesting.
a life-size drivable Lego of the McLaren P1 supercar.
Interesting.
They got Lando Norris, who's an F1 driver, to drive it.
The idea is to build a full-size Lego Technic drivable replica of McLaren P1 that we will drive on Silverstone circuit. We are always stretching to its limits, see what's possible. We are here to deliver the car, and then on the circuit, it's the job of the driver. The stakes are high because this is it. It has to work.
That's crazy, huh? Pressure's on now. It actually drives pretty good. Nibbling the curb, using all the track. Oh, he's done it! Across the line!
All right. My first question is,
How
with
hard
all
is
the
that to do?
with all the bumps that Legos have, how is that aerodynamic?
Well, they didn't say it was fast. They didn't say
Okay.
how fast he was going.
Right.
And I mean, you can make anything out of a Lego. I mean,
Yes, you can.
you could probably make an airplane out of Legos.
A girl robot? Ooh.
She'd have a lot of bumps on her, though.
Yes, she would.
Would you like that?
You never know.
It only took them 2,210 hours to build it.
Oh, that's nothing.
They only used 342,817 Lego Technic pieces used.
Okay. But were they abused?
They used 393 different types of Lego Technic elements and 11 that were molded specifically for the model. So they made up 11 pieces. We can't do stuff because it's called an illegal piece, but since
Yes.
they're the company, they can make their own and just say, "Oh, we just made 11." There's 11
you
new
go.
ones now.
Okay. I guess you're okay. You stopped talking, but you're still moving. So,
Oh, okay. Do you hear me now?
yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yes. Yes. All right. I think we have time for one more. Well, technically, we already had well over an hour, but let's just keep going
What do
because
you
I'm
want to do?
having
You
a
want to
good.
do one more or not?
Yeah, do the zippity.
Can't tell lady sing this song. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
let's do Why Am I Broke?
Why are you broke?
I know.
15 things broke people always have money for.
Ooh, I know. Expensive gym shoes, expensive cell phones, expensive computers, drugs. How many things were there supposed to be?
15.
15. Oh, shoot.
You did good.
Alcohol.
Not as popular anymore.
Oh, cigarettes. Yeah, that's right.
You said smoking, drugs, but
Yeah, yeah.
okay. You ready for the list?
Sure.
So you got most of them. Cigarettes and booze. You
Right.
got that, right? Wait, there's one more. Tattoos.
Okay.
You might not believe it, but it's true. Most of the poorest people have tattoos.
Right. Well, for two reasons. One, they have nothing else to do because they're not working, so they can be in a tattoo parlor for 12 hours to get a tattoo.
I don't understand avoid the sunk cost fallacy.
Okay. I don't even know what that is.
Well, a sunk cost means that I have to get it because it's it's already spent.
Oh, I see.
Like you never miss your nail or your lash appointment. Okay. Lottery tickets and sport betting. Because they're always
Okay.
this is going to be the one. This is going to be a ticket that's going to get you out of poverty.
Right. Okay.
This is the one that is really bad because you will never see these in a more well-to-do or more affluent area. Rent-a-centers, payment plans for large TVs or
Right.
phones, payments on phones.
Yes.
Right. The reason you said you got the last phone because there was no payment on it, they just gave it to you. Pets you can't afford to take care of properly.
Yes.
And tricking out your car. Loud exhaust, car parts,
Yep.
making them bounce.
Yes.
Window tinting stereos.
Yeah.
Any kind of brand accessories.
Yeah.
Do you want the $13 sunglasses or do you want the $250 Okies
Yep.
or the Versace?
What you really wanted those oh crap, now I'm just having a break. Air Jordans? There you go.
Right. Or you just go to the outlet center and grab something off that back wall. Scammers or fortune tellers. So the other night, Peggy and I were driving, and we heard a commercial for a new fortune teller. We reject 99% of all our fortune tellers. If our fortune teller doesn't give you life-changing information, you get your money back. And for a limited time, your first minute is only $20.
Woohoo!
$20 a minute?
Yep.
And that's the discounted price?
Yep.
When did the price go up from like $1 a minute?
That's what they were. 99 cents. 99 cents a minute.
$20
Hell.
a minute.
You got to have phone sex for $1 a minute.
You go to a strip club now and it's only $20 a song, and those are usually at least a minute and a half.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Fancy bottle perfumes or colognes. And you know what else poor people have money for? Wish or Ally Express junk. Or what's the new one? Temu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The junk on there.
Yes.
Because everybody needs, this is my favorite picture. They have a great example here. If you're shopping on Wish, I'm sure this is what you're looking to buy. Helmets for your chickens.
Oh, yes. Very important.
What? Why would you buy that? That's funny. I think it's
Yep.
funny.
Trying to remember which TV show is that one of the main characters had a problem with online purchasing, and they bought some of the stupidest crap in the world.
Well,
it wasn't Married with Children, but it was based on that.
The Huxtables. They had the what'd you just disconnect? The
Did I?
Huxtables. Yeah. Something happened. Talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, maybe it's me. I only come out of one speaker right now.
That is a possibility because I
That's
accidentally
weird.
did kick this wire.
Yeah, now you're out of it completely.
I'm out of
Jordan's.
it.
Now it sounds like you're kind of back into it. You screwed that up. Oh, something just happened.
Yep,
Are you
I
back?
just replugged it back in. Do you hear me better?
Yeah, it's not right. So you have to fix it later.
Okay,
Ordering
yeah,
takeout.
we're done anyway.
Everybody can afford DoorDash. Poor people can afford DoorDash. Although I don't know if you saw this, Pizza is doing
Pizza
free
Pizza.
delivery for the rest of the month, I think.
Yes, I saw that.
Pizza.
Sure.
But yeah, why would you pay more to get your stuff delivered than whatever?
Yeah.
Fireworks and trampolines. Poor people have fireworks and trampolines. And then they have those fingers.
Those fingers.
I don't know how to do
Yeah.
that. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. So isn't that funny? Yeah, those are just some of the things.
Yeah.
So that's the last one we're doing.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
So
I
but
then
we do
need
have
to
one
go-
last important thing to do.
Well, it's a shitstorm.
It certainly is, Ollie.
And how do you pronounce the word of the week?
Enshittification.
No, I know it's a shitstorm, but how do you pronounce?
Enshittification. Or if you want, you can call it crapification. It's also been known as that.
No, I know it's a shitstorm, but how do you say it?
Yes, Steve. Enshittification, alternately known as crapification, which is technically just platform decay, is a pattern in which online products and services decline in quality. Initially, the vendors create a high-quality offering to attract users. Then they start to degrade those offerings in order to better serve the business customers. It's kind of like, you go to a real John Deere
Amazon?
place. Well, yeah, right. Go to a real John Deere place, you get good equipment. You go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and you get the business version of their
Shittification.
equipment. It's not quite as good. You're right. That's crap and shittification. That's what it is.
You like to say the other word though, don't you?
Crapification?
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Crap, man, crap. That's okay, but that's what it is, Steve.
Well, with that, I'd like to thank you for shitting.
And if you feel our show's not, wait a minute.
A shit
We
show.
should probably change that. Yeah. If you feel our show's not a bad life decision,
A shit show. And please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels.